don't really need the duplicate tool. But actually, I hadn't really thought of Shearers just buffing each other and stacking up the +2s. That was pretty sick. Okay, this hand will be bonkers on the draw and is instead kind of bad. So, going to be difficult to get value out of this anytime soon without a 2-drop. Although we do have Rocket Up Terror, so we can do Rocket Up Terror plus Owl Beast on 3. It's fine. We'll just take the more reliable card. Hey, alright. Everything is fine. Shearer is one of the best 2-drops in Gauntlet. Yeah, I probably don't play with it enough, to be honest. It also synergizes really well with all of the minion-making BBS heroes who tend to be among the better ones. But especially Reva, who's best or second best BBS. The Puppy Dragon part comes from some art that Steve Argyle did for Kibler's wedding. There's a picture of him and his wife with Shiro kind of flying around them. They're all like in the clouds. It's pretty cool. I think we Dankheart, right? Just set up the ranged unit. I can do a little sort of... Because my opponent's played a 1-power minion here. I can do something kind of turtly where I put Shiro on the tile, me where Shiro is, and then Heart there. No, that doesn't really help, does it? Doesn't actually protect it. So I could just make a 4/6 and set up Hankheart later. To be honest, it's pretty rare for me to refuse a ranged unit, but it's probably better. Oh, does that work? Oh goodness, that's a combo. Maybe I have to do that, actually. The other thing is I don't need the Shiro buff. I can just play Hankheart in safety. But I think protecting Shiro is also worth it. And this just kind of pushes. It denies my opponent the other tile. I can hit this thing, get a 4/6 provoke in front of them. Sure. Bonding coming. If they bond their crab here, that is just fine. Attack its weak spot for massive damage. Yeah, that is an old meme. Good one though. All your board presents belong to us, right? The best minions are Herald, Shaman, is that Azahorn Shaman? Mystic, Shiro, Crypto Moor, and Rock Pulverizer, and Veil Hunter. Oh, there's the Martyrdom. Okay, so Hankheart would have just died to that. They're not bothering pressuring the Shiro. That is an interesting decision. I guess now I get to kill this crab for free. My opponent can take this tile. So they've made a nice play here where I have to choose between protecting the tile and killing the crab. So next time they can go 5-drop plus BBS, which is pretty good if they have a Suntide Maiden, a Sworn Defender, anything big and sticky like that. I replaced my Martyrdom. Well, I'm going to make them regret it. I'm just going to play a ranged unit. It'll be fine. Get rid of the stupid crab. Make a buff tank. Let's go. Hey, Blank Zero, how's it going? Yeah, long time no see. Gauntlet is the most fun version of Duelyst. Ladder is pretty bad. So I don't hate ladder, but actually I do agree that Gauntlet has... Oh god, that's getting draining waved. Gauntlet is one of the strongest expressions of what makes Duelyst. Like, all of the positional play and careful strategy that typify like the most interesting matches of Duelyst really shines in this format. Like, I don't know if that works or not. Right, I'm just gonna play a big thing and kill their medium-sized scary thing. Boosh. And then we'll go here with Shiro. Somewhere relatively safe. Go face with Dank. I should replace something. These cards are both basically the same. Rocket Up Terror synergizes with the Arcanists that I have a few of in my deck. Fizzling Mystic heals me or does more damage. Sure. Okay, so my hand's bad, but my board's amazing, so it's fine. I know this probably varies from region to region, but how am I supposed to acquire core set from MTG? Can I buy core boosters somewhere? There is a literal core set. Currently Magic 2019 or M19 for short. Oh, there's the Storm Aratha. Damn, I regret replacing the thing that dealt 2 damage. Although, no, it's fine, it just dies to heart plus ping. Man, this card is good. Hello there. Yes. Alright. Let's go face. Just going to try and surround my opponent a bit with crappy dudes. How much do I need this Sabora to be a 4/4? Ha! Sabora dies to Sunset Paragon. That's funny. I don't really want to walk into like a Tempest plus something or a Paragon or a Holy Immolation, so I think I'm going to play it super safe and not get too greedy with Shiro. Just keep doing what I'm doing, keeping my opponent's units off the board. I can go face here even though I'm on lower life, like my tempo lead is immense. Not buffing the Golem with what, sorry? Gauntlet tips the balance towards positioning and replacing and sequencing and all that good stuff, whereas Ladder shifts the balance over to how good is your deck versus their deck. Yes, that nails it. That's exactly my feeling as well. There is some matchup dynamic in Gauntlet, mostly because of the Bloodborne spells and just general faction differences. Like, I do find that if your deck struggles against range units or eggs / Heartseekers, it's usually a bad deck. And you have to make up for that by positioning yourself differently. Like, you have to be an aggro deck, or you have to be super greedy and kind of use bombs to catch up for using cards inefficiently in the early game and stuff to remove their recurring threats. Normally the former, but that's interesting. Oops, sorry. Does that mean they have a Giago or something? Hank Hard is oppressive. Hank Hard is not that oppressive. But he's pretty good. I like that he survives pings and stuff. Shiro carried this game. Yeah, Shiro's great. Shiro?
Oh, I forgot about Shiro.
Shiro is making my ranged unit really big. So I'm winning.
What a good book.
Yeah, basically. And now I'm going to prominence their ass. This is going to be great. So I guess we trade here. Use the... Oh, they dispelled the Sabora, so I couldn't kill this. Right, yeah, of course. I might try this Lasting Judgment on Hank thing. I'm fairly sure he'll heal up to full. But I'm not 100%. Although, I should probably just play Prominence. Yeah, I'm just going to play Prominence. So we trade here. Get rid of this Windstopper. Prominence doesn't need to be next to me, does it? No. I think I want to body block over the possibility of having the Silver Guard Knight actually be in contact with my opponent. Actually, maybe I should move forwards. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Smush face. Get rid of this. That worked? Did I time out? I timed out. Oops. Oh, it's fine. Genuinely fine. Matchups on ladder do feel a little more lopsided now than back in the early months. It used to be that the better player would almost always win so long as they weren't packing a meme list, but now it just feels like some decks are oppressive to others. Yeah, the power level of the game has obviously gone up over time. I say obviously. It's not that obvious, but when you think about it, like obviously the number of cards gets larger. So the cream of the crop is kind of more powerful, right? Unless new sets are complete duds, there's going to be upward pressure on the power level of cards that actually see play, and the synergy of decks is also greater. And then Trials came in and upended control decks and mid-range decks from kind of existing at all. So